Blessed be y'all, this is Jen Fremont. I'm going to continue the story that I started in my last video, and it was about how I started out in magic. I had done the cleansing ritual. I had done the rituals to send back the negative energy and stuff. And I was at the point of doing a set of rituals for shielding when this family member attacked again. And I was pulled into, in the dream state, into an astral temple that she had constructed. And I confronted her, and she proceeds to pull this dragon out of her ass. And I'm going, oh hell. And just starting out in magic, and you know, I threw some energy at it, the best I could, and it just bounced off. And I don't know what I said. I was working on the Modern Magic book. I was working on that, and it had a tape that went with it with power words and stuff like that on it. And I said some sort of power word, and a sword came out of my mouth and cut this dragon's head off. But two grew back, and I'm like, oh hell. And I just said door, and I jumped for the door, and I landed back in my bed with a thump. There was a smell of sulfur still burning in my nostrils, and I looked at my arm, and this thing had breathed fire, and it had singed the hair. The hair on my arm was smoking. I'm going, ah, shit. So, but what I had been able to realize in that place is that there was a mirror there. There was a mirror that was hanging in my house. So I realized that she was using that as a gateway. And I proceeded to get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and clean every mirror in the house with ammonia and intention. And woke my mom up, and not on purpose, but she woke up, and she was like, why are you doing this at this hour? I told her a little bit about it later, but that did close the door on that. That did close the door on that. But that was my introduction to magic. And later on, I kept studying and stuff because I knew it was in my blood, and I had to explore this stuff. And it also realized that I had stepped beyond the programming that said this is evil, this is wrong, you're going to hell, all that stuff. I had stepped beyond that because I had been forced to step beyond that. And I studied a bit, and it ended up that another family member attacked me. And I'm not going to really give the details, but this person, I defended myself, and this person was injured. And that really, it made it very, very real. And it was probably 4 or 5 years before I ever sat down at an altar and did anything again. But in all that time, I also never stopped thinking about it. I never stopped reading about it. I did a lot of research, a lot of learning things about color and stones and different techniques and things like that in that time. That in some ways that was a very dark time, and in some ways it was necessary to be able to collect the information that I needed to proceed. And later on, after I got laid off from my job, and I found a online group called Meetup. I was trying to find a group to a networking group to help me find a job, and there happened to be a witches group, and I'm like, I think I'm going to go check this out. So I did, and I still didn't do a lot of practice for quite a while, but it got me into being able to meet some people and validate some of my experiences and talk to people that when you talked about these subjects, they didn't go. They were just like, oh yeah, well, yeah, I've been there, I've done that. I conjured something up one time and couldn't get rid of it. So, that helped me a lot to be able to connect with some other people that I could actually talk to. And from there, it's just kept going, and I met more and more people, and actually started practicing again and really pushing towards a real goal, and that is being a fully conscious human being. The great work. And that's the way I see the great work. So with that, I am going to say goodbye for now. This is Jen Freemind. Blessed be y'all.